Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, then welcome. My name is Suzanne and I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 girls. On my channel I like to post videos that have to do with lifestyle, motherhood, DIY, cleaning, grocery haul, anything along those lines. So if that interests you, I hope that you decide to stick around and subscribe. I would love to have you join my YouTube family. For today's video, I'm kind of mixing in videos that are motherhood related and lifestyle related along with my fall series of videos because it is technically fall time. I think today actually is the first day of fall, so that's super exciting. Today is the 22nd, so I believe it's the first day of fall. I live in Florida, if you didn't know, and it doesn't matter what day the first day of fall is because it is still extremely hot. I think today is supposed to be 90 degrees outside, so does not feel like fall at all, but I have been making fall videos, so if you're interested in seeing those, I can leave the fall playlist down below. Today's video is actually going to be a kitchen clean / declutter and organize. I'm not really doing a deep cleaning because I did that recently. I can also leave that video linked down below. It's just a pretty much like deep cleaning of the kitchen. I did the fridge, but my real focus today is going to be on the pantry and my cabinets, which I did not do in the last video. In fact, I have not done one of these types of videos in almost a year. I believe it was the beginning of this year where I did my last big declutter. So I'm really going to be focusing on the pantry. I want to take everything out. I want to wipe down all the shelves. I want to make sure that there's no expired food and put everything back that needs to be in there, take things out that don't need to be in there. The same with all my drawers. For the most part, they're not too bad. I try to stay on top of them, but in the drawers behind me, I know we have our like junk drawer here in the middle, or just our everything drawer, whatever you want to call it. So I really need to give some special attention to that drawer because I know it's gotten pretty bad, and I kind of like to go into the new seasons with just a fresh start, especially when we're coming up on the holiday season. We do some entertaining over the holidays, and then you're bringing more things into your home during the holidays. Your kitchen is getting used a lot. I really like to take time to focus on decluttering, cleaning out. Another area that I really want to do is my spice cabinet. I have one whole cabinet that is just nothing but spices, and you can't open it hardly. Things fall out when you open it. I'm setting things on top of things, and that just really gets frustrating, especially when you're trying to cook and you have very limited time, or you're just trying to get done in a hurry and you can't find anything. So I'm going to be doing my spice cabinet, and I'm really excited because I purchased 2 like Lazy Susan little round like shelving things to put the spices on to hopefully help keep it a little bit more organized and not have this problem where I'm just having to pull spices out constantly to find what I'm looking for. Doing this right now, it is nap time for Eleanor. She's my youngest, my 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, so it's almost 10. Lucy is my 4-year-old. She's in school, and I will have to go pick her up in about an hour. So I'm going to get started with my spice cabinet because I really want to get that done over everything else, and it shouldn't take me too long. And then once I'm done with that, I'll see where I'm at time-wise, and we'll see if we can move on to somewhere else. I know the pantry is going to be time-consuming, so I might need to put that off until Eleanor's second nap later on today, but fingers crossed we will get pretty far, and I will take you along with me to see how we get it all done. Alright, so I'm going to start by showing you what my spice cabinet currently looks like. It's pretty bad. I have all of my spices. It takes up all 3 shelves. You can kind of see a little bit. So every shelf is completely full with all of the spices that we use. Some of these are almost empty, so I'm pretty sure I can get rid of some of them completely, which will help make some room. Some we use more than others, so the ones that we don't use as often, I want to put those in the back if I can. And then, yeah, just kind of get it looking a lot better than it currently is. I think it'll be better once I go through everything and get it all cleared out. These are the Lazy Susans. They're kind of small, but the next size up was pretty big. So I was worried it would be too big. It probably would have fit, but I wanted some space on the side for things. I think these were the 6-inch ones. It comes a 2-pack on Amazon. I'll see if I can link them down below if you might want to grab some too. So we're going to try these out. I've never used these before in a cabinet, but I have a feeling that this will really help to find things easier, hopefully. I'm gonna start by taking everything out of the cabinet. I'm just gonna set it on the counter and then go through it all and see what I'm left with, and then I will put the trays back in and try to configure how it's all going to look once they're in there. That's everything cleaned out. I have everything laid out here. I have a few things that I knew for sure were trash, so I've already thrown those away. So obviously the stuff that I use all the time, I'm going to want to put on the bottom shelf. And then things that are bigger or that we don't use as often, I'm going to keep at the top. And then other than that, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. It is getting ready to be the holidays, so I do have a lot of like holiday seasonings that I don't normally use. I've got like cloves and pumpkin pie spice. So these normally get pushed to the back when it's not the holiday season, but I'm gonna try to make sure I have these toward the front for all of our holiday baking that we do. So I'm just gonna go through each thing. I have like several things of the Old Bay seasoning that we just keep buying because I guess we forget we have it. I've got a couple things of adobo that I don't use that often, so I probably can get rid of one of them. I'm going to give the shelves a wipe down really quick too, just because there's obviously like salt and pepper and stuff that's spilled. So I'm going to wipe those down really quick, and then I'll get everything put back in there in the way that I feel is going to be the most useful. Able to combine a lot of things that I had like 2 or 3 of, so that was really helpful. And then there were a few things that were trash or almost empty. I went ahead and got rid of those too. And then what I did is just kind of group everything up. So these are things that we use all the time, and those over there, that stuff not so much, or during special occasions. So I think that's how I'm going to put everything back in here, and that way I can make sure that everything can stay where we need it and I don't have to reach over a bunch of stuff. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do now.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond.
This is the after. Obviously the more we use it, because I kind of just put some stuff in the back that probably shouldn't be in the back. So once we start using everything, I will go through it again maybe and change things around, but at least I know that what's in here is stuff that we use and we'll be needing soon and is easier to get to, and I don't have a bunch of like, I've got all these empty things that were just sitting in there taking up space. So it feels good that that's not the case anymore. We'll see how the little turntables work, but hopefully everything will be a little bit easier to find or get to, at least for the time being. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the pantry now, and Eleanor is laying down for a nap, so I don't have much time, probably about an hour. So it's about 2:15. Lucy said she's gonna be my pantry cleaning helper. So what we're gonna do is just take everything out. I wanna go through all the food, make sure nothing's expired. If it is, obviously get rid of it. And then I just wanna wipe down every shelf. I had some potatoes go bad and I didn't notice them and they leaked. I cleaned it at the time, but it smelled so bad. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything again, and just give everything a good wipe down, so that way at least I know moving forward everything is nice and not disgusting. Of little bins in here, so I'm gonna make these the snack bins and go through here, and then stuff like this can go somewhere else, and then I'll just put snacky foods in these bins. Like an open bag of chips can get thrown away. Got some pistachios and these nuts right here that say they've got till the end of this year, so these are still good. So yeah, that's on my list next to do. Soon, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. So I've already started. I really quickly just wiped these shelves down. These are the ones I cleaned the other day when the potatoes went bad and I discovered them. So these shelves are mostly clean. I already kind of wiped them because I wasn't sure exactly what was going on. So I just have oils up here, baking stuff here, more baking stuff, and brown sugar and things like that, flour. And then my dinner stuff, like rices, taco shells, anything that, chicken broth, stuff like that, is down here. And then I'm just gonna slowly start filling in these shelves and putting stuff back. So I'm not gonna film all of it because my phone is going to die. Hopefully you got the general idea of what I was doing, because my phone did not want to cooperate. But this is just the finished product, so it doesn't really look that much different than when I started, and it wasn't some huge life-changing before and after, but it's just a lot more clean. I know that I've got stuff in here that isn't expired and stuff that I use. I've organized it better. Like I've got all my coffee and honey down here. I've got cereals and snacks and stuff here and here. Baking supplies are all right here. So in my mind, this works for me. I felt really good to do it. I'm so thankful that I had a few minutes to get that done, especially as we move into the holidays. It just is nice to know what I've got. I actually found some stuff that I thought I was out of and that I had on my grocery order, so I was able to take that off. So I'm going to close up the pantry and then I'm going to do some dishes. It's 3, so Eleanor will probably be waking up from her nap in about half an hour. I'm going to take that time and just chill and get back to this once she goes to bed tonight, because luckily when I'm doing kitchen decluttering and anything that's not in their bedroom, I can do this after they go to bed at night. So that is super nice. Lucy's gonna help me later. We're gonna do our everything drawer and just any other cabinets that I feel I might need to go through. Gonna put my feet up for a minute and then we will get back to this in just a little bit. All right, so it's kind of late. Both girls are asleep. and it's actually the next day. That's just how it is when you have kids and stuff going on sometimes. Or if your life is just busy, then you don't always get to things when you want to. So the last thing I'm gonna do is tackle this drawer. And I'll show you what it looks like. So it's not too bad. When I did this back in January, I added these dividers, and these really helped to keep things a little bit more like contained. But it just happened over time. I just start throwing stuff, and my husband and the kids, everybody just starts throwing stuff in here. So there's definitely things that are probably here that are trash or that can be relocated to not take up so much space in here. This drawer just becomes my pet peeve because we all use it a lot, and it just really starts to get crowded. So I'm gonna do this one first, and then if I feel in the mood, I'm gonna do the one below it, which really isn't bad either. It just needs to be wiped down and then kind of just decluttered really quickly. So I'm gonna get started on this, and then I'll probably call it the end for this video. And then I have some more cleaning to do, but I'm gonna do that in a separate video that you'll see. So let's get started. This is the after, much less stuff, much more organized. I've got like all the koozies in here because this is where they stay. This side is always light bulbs. I like having just all the light bulbs here so I know where they are, what sizes we have. We've got like appliance light bulbs there, regular ones here. Yeah, I have these little tea lights, so I just opened the box so it didn't take up as much room, but I'm probably going to use these for the holidays soon, so I'm just going to throw those in there for now. This is just kind of random. I've got scissors, chargers, measuring tape. I have wax melts, which I'm just putting those there because this is always where I put them. And then this side right here is mostly my husband's stuff, and then just some random things. I've got like chip clips and yeah, hand warmers, and then just a lot of stuff in here that I didn't know what it was, and I didn't really want to mess with it too much, so he can maybe go through it when he has a chance. But overall, it looks so much better and not overflowing, and there was so much trash. So if anything, it just feels good to get rid of trash and stuff that definitely did not need to be in here.